Debbie Gurley, and I am a residential real estate agent with Miscella Realty. I am so glad you're here today, and it is my honor to show you 304 Cedar Avenue in St. Charles, Illinois. This home is also known as the Dunham Hunt House. That is because there are two famous families, the Dunhams and the Hunts, who were early settlers in St. Charles and actually lived in this home as their residential house. So, without further ado, let's take you on a little tour and show you the potential any new owner would have in buying this property. I have several people I'm with here today, and I'm going to let them introduce you and tell you what they do in the city.
Hi, good morning. This is Judd. I have the privilege of being President and CEO of the St. Charles Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited to be here today with Debbie and the team from Miscella Real Estate to get a little bit of behind-the-scenes tour of this historic property. So we're really excited to see what's behind the doors, and thanks for letting us be part of the tour.
Good morning, everyone. I am Lindsay Judd. I'm the new director at the St. Charles History Museum. It is an absolute pleasure to be here to help interpret and disseminate the history of this beautiful home. I personally remember being able to visit here during field trips when I was in 3rd grade here in St. Charles. So it's a pleasure to be back.
Hi, one of the things you may not know about this property is that the Dunham and Hunt families, who were early settlers here in St. Charles, actually at the time had added a huge porch that went through. It was a screen porch across the entire front of this property. That was not historic to the original part of the building. And later it was demolished off the front to make it original to how it looks today. So what you see today with the eyebrow and the brick, that's actually how it was originally built in the 1800s. To give you further information and more historic value about this unique property, Lindsay is going to take over from here.
So Bella T. Hunt was one of the first settlers in St. Charles, which was then known as Charleston. He built this house out of local bricks from Penny's Brickyard, which was located right over there at Baker Memorial Park. He built this house in 1836. He was attracted to the new settlement when he heard of plans to build a new dam and a mill on the Fox River. Upon his arrival in St. Charles, he purchased a half interest in the town's site, which included a sawmill and a general store. Hunt quickly became a successful businessman. He was involved in the operation of a mercantile store, a hotel, a paper mill, a tannery, a lumberyard, and a grain business. And not only that, he was also elected to the office of Kane County Treasurer in 1841. The Hunt House has great significance in local history. When Hunt built his residence, most settlers were constructing their homes out of frame buildings and log cabins. This was the first brick house in St. Charles, and it was also the earliest example of Greek Revival architecture in town. The Hunt family owned the house until 1980 and left much of the original flooring, trim, windows, doors, siding, and hardware intact. The only significant change made over the years was the addition of a clapboard structure to the back of the house, the front porch, as Debbie had mentioned, and the last Hunts to reside in the house were Miss Effie Hunt and her sister, Mrs. Ava Lacey, and those were the granddaughters of Bella.
Hi, I'm Shauna, Wiet, a historic property specialist with Miscella Real Estate. Welcome to the Dunham Hunt House. Come on in. This is the original stair hall. The door, transom, and side lights are original, as is the staircase. And we are here now in the parlor.
The house was threatened with demolition when Baker Memorial Methodist Church sought to expand its parking area. Jane Dunham, who had a passion for historic preservation, bought the building in order to save it from the destruction. Dunham also helped to get the Hunt House listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1982. The house went through a restoration period and opened in the early 1980s as the Dunham Hunt Museum. Jane Dunham displayed family heirlooms of the Ward and Dunham families at the museum, and the Ward family is the family that's responsible for building the Dunham Castle. One room in this house, was furnished as Dunham Castle, her childhood home, and it would have looked at the height of the Victorian era. Dunham donated the museum to the city of St. Charles in 1986, but remained a powerful force behind its operation. Miss Dunham herself served as an attraction at the Dunham Hunt Museum, capturing the attention of many museum visitors with her lively stories. The museum closed following Jane Dunham's death in 1995. Rumors of hauntings at the museum began to circulate around this time, and in a 1997 book called Chicago Haunts, Ghostly Lore of the Windy City, written by Ursula Bielski, she wrote that mysterious noises and sensations abounded in the parlors and bedroom of this landmark overlooking the Fox River. But I don't think you have anything to worry about because Jane Dunham seems like a very nice lady. In May of 1998, the Dunham Hunt Museum reopened under the direction of the St. Charles Heritage Center, which is now the History Museum. The St. Charles Heritage Center staff continued to conduct tours of the Dunham Hunt Museum through 2009. The city of St. Charles sold the house on November 7th, 2013 to a private party with an interest in turning the house into a bed and breakfast. The Hunt House remains one of the most historic structures in St. Charles.
This is the dining room. We are now in the original two rooms of the house. The room where Mr. Hunt's portrait is above the fireplace was the original parlor, living room. And this room was the second room on the downstairs, and that was pretty much it. Over time, so the main part of the house was built in 1841. By 1855, there were brick wings on either side. And then later, the wood addition was built on the back. So as time goes on, the house keeps getting enlarged. This room, the one thing I want to show you in here is the floor, the wooden floor that you see here, the maple floor, is a later to the period of the house. But if you look under the rug, there's the pine floorboards that would have been original to the house when it was constructed in 1841, certainly by 1855. So the nice thing about the house is it can be used either as just a single family home. It's in St. Charles School District, which is awesome. It's walk to downtown, ride your bike on the river trail, and it lives like a modern house in the sense that you have a living room, a large kitchen, a family room, a dining room. The family that purchased the house and restored it has used as a library. It also has a first floor laundry, which was cleverly done in this historic house. I don't know if you can see behind the French doors. So that's pretty cool for a house of this age. It also has a first floor master and first floor master bedroom, and another first floor bedroom to the side, so that if you had a guest or if an additional person needed to be downstairs for, say, they broke their leg, the house really does live like a modern home, but also it has great commercial potential. And Inger will tell you about that.
Hi, I'm Inger Britt with Batavia Enterprises Real Estate. I'm helping to co-list this beautiful Dunham Hunt House with Miscella. And I'm on the commercial end of things, kind of promoting for bed and breakfast. The current owners have used it as an Airbnb And so we have seen some really good income potential for this home. As you can see, it's got a beautiful kitchen. We've they put in this gorgeous old stove here. And I have a little breakdown for investors who are looking, like I said, to use this as a bed and breakfast, Airbnb type of an income potential. There is a gorgeous first floor master suite, master with bath. And so somebody could, live and work situation here. We have a breakdown also showing the potential income possibilities. We broke down a couple scenarios to show possible investors what it might look like, if it were 100% occupied over every weekend of the month, or that could be about $4,800 a week coming in on the property. Scenario 2, 100% occupied, even just 2 full weeks out of the month with all the rooms and the suites, that's about $8,400 a week. That's just kind of basing it on the going rates for one-night stays, weekly stays, etc. in the area and for the amenities that are provided.
First floor master, which was brand new as part of the new renovation. It has a walk-in closet and its own private master bath.
Hi, I'm just hanging out in the bathroom, but it's a really cool bathroom. It's got a modern thermostat. It's got a copper sink here that's really interesting. And then it's got the glass walk-in shower with a rain faucet for your showers. I think this is the original outside wall. And then it's got a soaker tub, which is really nice. So, and then it's got the old-fashioned pull toilet. So it's a really nice space in here.
We also want to highlight the fact that this Dunham Hunt home is right in the hub of everything going on in downtown St. Charles. You've got Baker Memorial, you have the Hotel Baker, 210 Cedar is doing wonderful things with weddings and events, literally right next door here. The Arcata Theater. There's so many events and exciting things happening in St. Charles that will make this an excellent investment property to either live and work or just as a straightforward investment for a bed and breakfast. Get the income, get the people here. Also want to highlight there's parking, public parking right next to the home, which is very convenient. Thank you for joining us today. And as we wrap up this tour, there's a couple unique things about this property that continue. One, there's the old Shelby School bell tower, and it's actually on the property here in the front. And at the end of this tour, you'll get to see that. Also, there was an old law building. An individual lawyer had a building here on this property, and the city of St. Charles moved that building to Langham Park. You can see it anytime you drive down Route 25. The current owners built this carriage home above a large garage here. It's a beautiful addition to this property. When they did that, they actually found an 1857 picture of it here, an 1857 penny that they believe to be Mr. Hunt's. This home is offered at $549,000. We'd love to see what a new owner would do to it and how they could keep the history alive. If you're interested in touring this home, please give Miscella Real Estate a call at 630-232-1570. Until next time, have a great day.